get in there, I'll be able to prove myself and move up. But proving myself, I realized that I'm kind of rubbing shoulder with people I cannot even call it's really, really demotivating. People you cannot even call your mates are the one that sit there as your boss. People that have finished university while they're probably in secondary school. But by virtue of our skin, that alone can kill morale. For me as a person, I challenge it. A lot of things I want to do that I cannot do by somebody else allowing me to do. If I say, okay, you're the one that will determine me doing something, I'll create something that you cannot stop. How? Okay, I'm thinking about this. Okay, can you produce a proposal or whatever? I'll produce a proposal. You cannot tell me it doesn't worth it. Because I know it's something you need. So if they cannot say it doesn't worth it, they cannot stop it. So now doing it, that will push you up. And in my own task of doing it, which I believe it works everywhere, I won the chairman award at my work. So, somebody far below, winning chairman award, and when my manager is going to tell me, say, now you're rubbing shoulder with the big boss. That's what he says to me. He's still here in this country. So that's something we need to do, that we continue to do, but it comes out of confidence. The cognitive skill should be there. They should be able to think outside the box. Those are the kind of skills we should give our children to exist and succeed in the environment we find ourselves. Now, another thing we should know about the children of today is that they are quite inquisitive. They ask questions, you don't just tell them something, they want to know why they are like that. I call our own generation somehow or somehow kind of generation. We are and we follow, but they just don't follow. They want to know. And then as a parent, we must be able to give them reason for what we say they should do. The problem I have with that is this. If we as parents are not able to give our children the answer to their questions when they post us one, we'll face one problem. We'll think if I say, it will probably go away. But then, it's not a fool. He knows that, the child knows that you have not given him or her an answer to what he has asked. But he moves away. Subsequently, what that will lead to is that the child will stop coming to you with such questions because you know you cannot provide answer to them. And that will affect your integrity as a mother. You remember, nurturing Iman is a task. And we need to make sure that before a farmer could plant something on the ground, they need to till the ground and be ready that the ground is ready to take what they want to take. Now, given a situation whereby you create such relationship with your child, you cannot even nurture anything because he's not going to listen to you. So what task would that give us as parents? That's what the Prophet said, that you should seek knowledge from the birth to our death. So if I come here and I realize that what is happening around is an iPad, this, that, everything, all these kids, they are so techy. And then I've seen some parents that you're giving them phone, they cannot even operate phone, which is quite ridiculous. It's not like you need to do it, but you must do it for the sake of, you must beat them to their game. A child cannot come home and just tell you what does not exist somewhere. Because they want to, that's what they want to do, it's just normal and natural for children. They want to put it at you, just rub it in. They want to try their luck so that they can have their way anytime. But if they are meeting some kind of, because we cannot beat them, who says we cannot beat them? I smack my kids. I do that. Because I know certain things you don't know by virtue of the fact that I'm on this earth before you. So there are instances I say, don't do this. If you don't listen, I'll smack you. I do that. And then tomorrow, because he doesn't want that smack, I will not just smack and let you go. At times, my child will do something, I've corrected, shouted, don't do that again. He or she doesn't take it properly. I will be, even up to like a week, I might be reminding you of what you did. Or I might have the opportunity to call you after a week to now sit with you that the reason I said this was this, that. And they will appreciate it even more. So for us to be able to nurture Iman in them, we must have some control over them. Because the same thing goes to our teachers, our lecturers in school, or even at work, they have some control over us. But we should not make it one that we want to acquire just by force alone. What we want is not power, but authority. So how are we able to give them authority, to beat them to their own game, and to be sure that we are ahead of them in everything? They come home from school, we're able to teach them, take them through the assignment. If you're not good at it, learn it. Daddy, mommy, learn it. So I'm very sure most of the time, even if my child should ask me something I don't know about it, I'll say I will tell you later. And what am I doing later? I'm on the internet looking for the info. So the later will mean that I'll be telling him or her, the rate at which I will assimilate will not be the same thing with her. As we are saying, a lot of things are happening around us. We can get a lot of information from the news, but we parents, we are not really used to that. Because Amashabashi is just to watch Nigerian movies and that's it, which is to me a lot ridiculous, because that does not prepare us for the environment we find ourselves. As we were saying, we think every theories about physics have been developed. Just recently, I'm talking about a month ago, a physical theory was just propounded, and just given to one Professor Higgins. We'll now be wondering, where is that? But you need to be ahead of the game with them. So now let me quickly round up, which is the third part of it here. Among the very good characteristics that we want to miss is the 3 Ds. This was disobedience, deceitful, and disrespectfulness. That's one characteristic of our children, and we should be able to beat them to that. Now, the last one is understanding the role of parents. I want to refer us to Surah Al-Luqman, Quran 31, verse 12 to 19. Let's make sure we read that. Quran 31, verse 12 to 19. Yeah, they say 1 minute now. Well, yeah, actually, the time is not on our side. So the time is not on our side. I won't do Subhana Rabbika just like that. Let me conclude, because otherwise it will make no meaning. Now, reward and joy of parenting. Let me quickly run through that one. We talk about nurturing Iman in our children. And we agree as well that our children are our future. So when we say we want to nurture Iman in them, then we want to take care of our future. I remember an day that the prophet, somebody come to the prophet and asked that he should tell him one act of goodness that he can do. So they should tell him somebody that worth his kindness. The prophet said, your mother. He said, and then? The prophet said, your mother. He said, and then? The prophet said, your mother. On the fourth one, the prophet said, then your father. It means that if we are thinking about nurturing Iman in our children, and the fact that our children are our future, so that means it will get to a point when we will not be able to carry on the way we used to do, and it is these children that will be the one looking after us. If they don't have Iman, and the components of Iman the way we have said, just like especially the one that the prophet said, Al-Ihsan, which is part of Iman, is just worship Allah as if you're seeing Him. If you are not seeing Him, He's seeing you. It's just inculcating in us some element of goodness. So if I have been able to nurture that in my child, at that old age, when I will no longer be strong to carry on with things I used to do, I will rely on them child. And then there's an hadith as well that said, when a person dies, all your good deeds has been stopped, except 3 things that you'll be left with. One of it is the sadaqah that you've done that people still benefit from it, or a source of knowledge that you've created during your lifetime that people still benefit from, or a child, a good child, he says, or a child that continues to pray for you. I do that a lot when I remember my dad. I always say Bismillah Kul Allah before I even say anything. And everybody will recite Bismillah Kul Allah. Would have Bismillah Kul Allah, everybody, for Allah's sake. Bismillah Kul Allah. Yeah, that will go into the wallet for my dad. So I used to snatch that from everybody whenever I remember my dad, because it's one of the things I can give him. It's gone. So may Allah make it easy for us, and may Allah assist us, help us to reap the benefit of our efforts, and may He help us to, may He kind of guide us and our children to what we expect of them.
Children, say Ameen. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Say Allahu Akbar. Let's quickly pray for our brother Rahuf. He has given a good lecture. May Almighty Allah bless you abundantly. Bismillah inna a'tayna. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna a'tayna kal kawsar. Wa salli li rabbika wanhar. Inna shani'aka huwal abtar. Now, like the go. Without taking much of it time, we are almost down to the quiz segment. And now, what we're going to do now is we have a children who are going to present for us alphabets. And after that, they're going to do together alphabet and IDs. And after that, we go to the speech contest. After the speech contest, we go into the quiz segment, inshallah. So, alphabets, please, can you come forward? Alphabets, come forward.
Alphabets.
I am a Muslim child. I am a Muslim child. I will never steal from my mommy's pot. Tell lies to daddy. Fight with my neighborhood. I am a Muslim child. What about you? What about you? I am a Muslim child. I am a Muslim child. I will never. Continue, oh yeah? Hey, that one is a retired military man. Abdul Rahman. He said, what about you? Hey, John, told it alone. I'm going to flash the alphabet. Alpha cousin. I'm alphabet. Told it alone. Time is on our side. Please, let's make it snappy. Oh Allah, where shall I see my own?
Yes, video no. I'm going to record the bad.
Well, before the alphabet children come outside, inshallah, in our midst for the quiz competition, we have different mock 6, different associations here. We have IPG, we have NASFAT Mewa branch, we have Lutfullah Latif from Ulich. They are in our midst as well. The alphabet children are coming out. Àwọn máa fọlá títí ń dé. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Àwọn ẹ bá ṣe aláàpá fún àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Alala ìlà ìlà ìlàlà alala ìlà ìlà àlà àlà ìlà ẹgbọ́n lọ́hùn tóbi ẹbá mi gbọ́ lọ́hùn tóbi ọba tó ní wá ó fún wa lójú à ń fojú àríyàn gbogbo eléyìí tó ṣe ọ̀fẹ́ ló fún wa ṣé gbogbo lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn. àwọn kan ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́lọ̀ ń gbóṣó ẹ̀ ń sanwó fún ni ṣé ẹ ṣe dàrẹ́ dẹ́bìtì sọ́lọ́ fún ẹ̀mí tẹ́ ń lò ní ṣé gbogbo lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ àwọn ìyá mẹ́ta lọ ṣé gbogbo lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ àlá àlá àwọn àyè ṣáà ní ṣe wọ́n ní 2 lines báyìí. wọ́n ṣáà ní kájọ́ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀dá àwọn àyè. àwọn ilé ló ń pè ní alphabet. Ọ̀gá ní kò sọ́mọ mi rọ̀bí ọlọ́. Ọ̀gá ní kò sọ́mọ mi rọ̀bí ọlọ́. Báṣà máa mi lẹ́rù ayé. Ọ̀gá ní kò sọ́mọ mi. Ẹ̀yin kámẹ́rà Umar tẹ̀wá ń bì ẹjọ́ ẹni tí a approve is powerful. Ẹjọ́ tó di ti ọlọ́run ẹ̀ block àwọn bàbá tó jókòó. Powerful production la gbà láyè ẹjọ́ tó di ọlọ́run gbogbo yín gba permission gbọ́dọ̀ ya fọ́tò kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ bàbá sì ní kò níyà kò níyà náà ni ọ̀rẹ́ àwọn ṣe o. Inshallah the students they going to perform for us please let's listen to them ẹ jẹ́ adákẹ́ ká gbọ́n tí wọ́n fẹ́ kà fún wa a máa gbádùn ẹ̀ dáadáa tí a bá farabalẹ̀ fún wọn. Wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó yá ẹja máa ẹ̀yìn yá wa àní ẹ bá mi tẹ̀ díẹ̀ àìjẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo yín ni máa náà kó mbẹ́ gbọ́ tèmi ó yá ẹ lọlẹ̀ díẹ̀ sí torí àwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ jọ ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ni ẹ ṣe Faiza go to mommy ẹ jọ tí ẹ bá dákẹ́ ẹ ní gbádùn àwọn ẹ jẹ máa gbádùn ọ pẹ̀lú kọ náà. Oh yeah, Bismillah.
Don't do that. The good thing could be lost.
Oh yeah, Martini. Allah, gẹ̀rí aláàgbáyò, ó ní sí fọ̀yà Martin. A sì tú ẹni sùúrù. Ẹni ìyá wa tẹ̀ ìyá pípẹ́. Jẹ́ gbogbo ọmọ wa lóko, jọ tó lé ọlọ́run. Àwọn èèyàn wà lẹ́yìn tó fẹ́ wò, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi sírò tiwọn náà. Jọ tó lé ọlọ́run. I'm not
sure how competent you are.
I'm good, trust me.
Hey, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll give you
block Ọlọ́run ní ṣe lólúyà ní ṣe olùyà jẹ́ níyà wèrè ṣàmì ó yà dìde tẹ bá mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó yá ẹjọ́ ẹ lè bọ́ sẹ́gbẹ̀ báyìí gbogbo ayé láyé kẹ bọ́ sẹ́gbẹ̀ ẹ má búlọ́ọ̀kì wọn ìyàwó tún lọ Allahu Akbar Bismillah.
It keeps us away from eating. Bismillah. Alhamdulillah. Forgiveness. When others wrong you, so that Allah can forgive you.
Allahu Akbar. Allah ini Allahu Akbar. Face front.
Knowledge of dunya and akhirah.
Allahu Akbar.
Therefore, keeping the promise is not an easy task. However, it has to be fulfilled.
Ini Allahu Akbar. Ẹ̀gbọ́n tọ́mọ ìwé ẹ̀yà wa pọ́pọ́ fìlà ń jẹ ẹjẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ yìí ẹjọ́. Ẹ̀yin náà lẹ́nu ìyá ni wúrà ẹjọ́. Again.
Keeping the promise is not an easy task. However, it has to be fulfilled.
Allahu Akbar.
And for lying, it is a sign of a hypocrite. Do not take it kindly.
Allahu Akbar.
And it's for modesty, to control our tongue and dress modesty.
Allahu Akbar. Ẹ̀gbọ́n tọ́mọ ìwé.
And it's for labor. Share and care with your neighbor.
Allahu Akbar.
Just it. It's not an easy task. However, it has to be fulfilled.
Allahu Akbar.
Obedience to Allah, Rasulullah, all that and all elders.
Allahu Akbar. Patience. It is grace classes that it will serve people. Allahu Akbar.
It's a great quality. Allah says He loves those people.
Quiet, please.
Heal for one. Understand it and follow it. Respect.
Allahu Akbar.
As for someone, he will be first and more reward. As for he was.
Ìyá Martin ló ṣe léyìí. Ìyá Martin go for. Ó ti rí kò sàn sókè ní. Next one. Ó mọ̀ kò gbóhùn sókè lọ́wọ́.
Thank you.